Okay, we'll head on to critical data. So the question, of course, is what to gather. And with the CSRD and Carbon Disclosure Project and GRI reporting and God knows what else, sustainability reporting, you've got all sorts of data to gather. So we could talk about this for ages, but when it comes to engagement and cultural change and using this for education and training, you want to show your starting place. So the key thing is to start off if you want to reduce your water. Obviously, you start off with how much water we've been using over the last few years, and do we see a trend going up or going down or whatever? And then you implement a training program, an education program, some kind of engagement, and then you measure. So you're measuring continuously throughout that whole period, whether it's 6 months or a year or something. That then shows you whether you are successful or not. But that gives you the ammunition then to demonstrate and communicate your success, which is important. And once you've used that data to show how much you've saved or diverted, or how many people were involved, how many people got X hours of training or whatever, you're conveying factual information. But not only that, you use that information then to recruit more people. People want to be part of a winning team. So if you've got information to say, look what we did, this small little group of maybe 4 people managed to do this over the course of 18 months, and our reach went a bit further than that, then you're recruiting people. And again, that's what happened at the University of Texas. You cannot manage what you cannot measure. You've probably heard that a million times, but it is true. So the more you can use that data to show your success, show your gains, if you can give a financial value to it, all the better. But if you can just gather the kind of data that's going to show you tons diverted or carbon emissions avoided or reduced or whatever, all of that is helpful information. And of course, this is what the C-suite wants to hear. They want to hear how much money you've saved, and they want to hear how many carbon emissions you have avoided or how much water is being caught. If you can also convert that into a cost. So if you've managed to divert or save a certain amount of water in the project that you've done, you calculate how much has that saved the company, not just in terms of water, but in terms of electricity. Because some of you already know this, water is the biggest consumer of electricity on the planet. The amount of pumping that has to be done, pumping uphill, like every water pipe on the planet and every sewer pipe on the planet has pumps on it. And all of those are being run by electricity. So every time you're saving water, you're not just saving the carbon emissions associated with the water itself, you're saving the carbon emissions associated with the electricity used to pipe that water or sewage. So using data to tell a story, I've got 2 pictures here on the bottom. And on the left, that's for bullet point number 1, recycling aluminium cans employs only 5% of the energy needed to produce aluminium from bauxite. So that's a pretty uninspiring picture. It's like, yep, that's a dirty aluminium plant. You can see the smokestacks and the ugliness of it. And then on the right-hand side, we have a different picture, hundreds and hundreds of planes. And the bullet point that goes with this is enough aluminium is thrown away annually to rebuild the USA commercial air fleet 4 times over. So if you took together every airline, Continental, United Airways, American Airlines, Alaskan Airlines, Southwest, there's a multitude of others, add those all up together and you could rebuild the entire air fleet 4 times with the amount of aluminium cans that people throw away annually in the USA. That is a stickiness, that has stickiness factor to it. So that is a piece of information that you can take away and you can share with somebody else. It's the kind of thing we'll remember because it's interesting and you can visualize it. And it's a bit mind-blowing, really, isn't it, to think that you could rebuild all those airplanes just from aluminium cans, soda cans, beer cans, whatever, that people are throwing out every year. That gives you a sense of the scale as well. So that gives you an idea of what the stickiness factor is like.